So guys, welcome back to another video. Today EA have released a Flashback Jerome Boateng, which is actually really strange because in my Team of the Week predictions on the weekend, I was saying like I'd love to see a Flashback Boateng in FIFA, and we've got it today, and it fits my team perfectly, so I'm going to complete this SBC and I'm going to get this card, and I hope in game it's going to be a good item because yeah, he's going to link Neuer nicely into my team for the rest of FIFA, hopefully. Now I'm hoping it's not too expensive. Let's have a look. You need an 86 squad and an 87, so it is a bit pricey, but it does look like a pretty good card, and it is 91 rated as well. So yeah, let's complete the SBCs, let's get this guy in the club, and then we'll chat a bit more about this item. So for the first team, the Bayern Munich team, this is what we will be submitting. I've probably gone a bit overboard with the Bayern Munich players, but I've just got a bunch of them as untradables, and I really don't use them that much, so I may as well put them in. The same for my Courtois, he's untradable too, so happy to submit that, and we get ourselves a Prime Electrum Players pack for completing the first SBC. So this is the team we'll be submitting for the Bundesliga SBC. I've got Oblak and Ter Stegen as untradables, so I thought, you know what, I'll chuck them in to make the squad a bit cheaper for me. And yeah, let's submit that, and for completing that one, we get a rare mixed players pack. And now, after all of that, we do indeed have ourselves a 91 rated centre-back, Jerome Boateng, coming into the club. Very good defensive stats, very good physical stats, and his dribbling and passing for a centre-back also are pretty good. So just going to boost that pace with a chem style, and we should be good to go with this item. In theory, it should be a really, really good card. Now, before we get into the player review, we do have a couple of packs to open. Can we recoup any of the coins that we have just put in to this Boateng? Pack number 1 is not looking good. We get bored, but it's not a walkout. I'm definitely used to that in FIFA 20. We get Felipe Anderson, which isn't the worst, I guess, but definitely not what we want. In pack number 2, the rare mixed players pack. Not too many gold players in this one, so I don't have too much hope for it, to be honest. And my hope is well placed because we get absolutely nothing in pack number 2. In the comments below, let me know what you got in these packs if you completed the Flashback Boateng SBC. Okay, so this is the team we're going to be using Boateng in. I'm fully aware that 1 or 2 players aren't on full chem like David Luiz, but I'm not too worried about that. The focus of the video is Boateng, and he is obviously on the max chem possible, thanks to that hyperlink from Neuer. In game, not that it matters too much with him being a centre-back, we are going to play in the 4-1-2-1-2. We're going to try the narrow formation, and we're also going to play 4-2-3-1 as well. So just before we have a look at this card in FIFA, let's have a look at this card on FUTBIN, just so we can have a look at how chem styles do indeed affect this item. So I'll just quickly pull it up, and as you can see at the current time, the cost of this SBC is around 320k, so it's a fairly expensive centre back, but to be honest, that price isn't that bad if this card performs well in game, because this could be an end game centre back, and that is what I personally am hoping it is going to be. So with a basic chem, it's a 94 rated centre back in game. With Anchor, 96, and with Shadow the same as well. So yeah, pretty mad. He's got some really nice stats, and the most popular chem style for this card is looking like it's going to be Shadow as well. So that's what we're going to use in game on this guy. So let's have a look at this card. Obviously stands at 6'4", which is great for a centre back. Headers in this game obviously aren't too overpowered, so it's not a massive advantage, but definitely will help when defending corners, I guess. In-game stats-wise, a lot of good things to see, and I've just realised I have forgotten to apply the chem style. There we go. So, now look at him. Look at that pace. He is going to be quick in-game, or in theory, at least should be. Some decent passing stats for a centre-back, which is nice to see, as well as some pretty good dribbling ones as well. Fair enough, his agility and balance aren't anything amazing, but he's got a really high reaction stat of 99 and 99 composure, so on the ball for a defender, he should feel pretty relaxed with possession. His defensive attributes look absolutely outstanding, and most of them are getting maxed out as well. He's going to have 96 interceptions in game, he's going to have 99 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle, and 99 slide tackle with that Shadow chem style on him, which is absolutely fantastic. Physically, the guy's stats, once again, are absolutely amazing. He's got a 90 rating for aggression, so he should fight for the ball a lot. He's got 99 strength, so he should be able to knock people off the ball and hold them off the ball as well. Stamina of 74 isn't amazing, but he's a centre-back that won't affect him too much. And also, he's got a good jumping stat for a guy that is 6'4". So, yeah, on paper the card looks outstanding. So let's get in some matches and let's see if this guy lives up to his incredible looking attributes. Okay, so for the German centre-back's debut, we actually come up against a bunch of Bundesliga players. My opponent's got the player moments Kimmich, he's got a player of the moment Werner, and also a variety of other special items. So yeah, let go. Boateng's first touch of the ball is just that simple pass out wide to Mbabu. Highlight real stuff. Nice Boateng. Tackle. Now we can maybe counter. Potentially. Got a corner. Now where is Boateng? Get your head on this. You are huge. Oh, unfortunately, didn't win that header against, I think that was Nico Schulz. A chance from the corner now. Come on, Boateng. Oh, what happened there? He like got pushed away from the ball. Nice Boateng. Stuck to him there. Could have been in a bit of trouble. Well, at the break, it is all square at 1-1. Unfortunately, we did indeed concede in this game. I'm up against another one of them players who, as you can see, just likes to keep the ball in midfield. Doesn't really attack with it, but just likes to pass around a bit. So it's a bit of a boring game, but hopefully in the second half it livens up a little bit. Opportunity for Werner, but Boateng dispossesses him. Ultimately not the best tackle, but we do end up clearing the ball anyway. Oh, did actually not want to pass it there. What a ball that could potentially be from Boateng though. Can we keep it in? Not quite. Oh, could have been in a bit of trouble there. Luckily Boateng was positioned well. Chance. Oh, Boateng says no there. Denies him. And there's the full-time whistle. We do indeed get the victory. It was a 2-1 win. And yeah, for the most part, pretty happy with my performance in that game. I thought Boateng and David Luiz were actually both very, very solid for the most part, which is nice. Fairly busy day, to be fair, for Boateng as well. He was involved in defending quite a few attacks. So yeah, happy with performance on debut. Well, in Boateng's next match, he's up against another ridiculous team. Inform Mbappe, Icon Garincha, a UCL Ronaldo, and also Matheus Cunha are going to be in the attacking lineup for my opponent. Nice Boateng. Oh, own play got in the way of the pass there. Nice Boateng. Little nudge, little block there to put Ronaldo's pass off. Do not like that. Boateng, oh, he's giving a penalty. I didn't even press tackle. See, that's just annoying. I'm just trying to cover this shot, but the game has decided penalty. Saved. Get in. Karma. Come on, Boateng. Now is your moment. Header. Oh, it's gone in! He has scored it! I thought initially when he made contact with the header, I didn't think it had enough power on it to go in, but it has crept into the opposite corner. We've got ourselves a 2-0 lead. And after that, my opponent has indeed started to rage quit. My opponent has indeed rage quit, is what I meant to say. So we did manage to get Boateng on the score sheet eventually, profiting off a corner. Okay, so after a few more matches with the German in my team, what are my thoughts on the Flashback Jerome Boateng item? Straight up, great card. Brilliant card. Honestly, I think it's a very, very good centre-back, and it is a top-tier item, and I'll be using this card for quite a while in FIFA 20 when I do get around to playing it, because I'll be honest, I don't play FIFA 20 too much nowadays because the gameplay is pretty crap, but yeah, this is a card that I will use a lot going forward when I eventually do pick up the game. 300k for this card, I really don't think is a bad price either, so yeah, if you're wrong with a Bundesliga or German themed side, I do recommend picking this card up. For the most part, there's just plenty of positives about this item, but there are one or two minor negatives, I'll say, but no major standouts in my opinion. Now, I know his agility and balance aren't amazing compared to players in FIFA like in general, but compared to centre-backs, his agility and balance aren't that bad, so I don't get why too many people are saying they're standout negatives, because they're not when you compare to most centre-backs in the game. He's actually got decent agility for a centre-back. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not terrible. Anyway, let's go through the stats and let's break things down. First of all, his pace. Initially, he doesn't seem super quick, but once he gets going, he definitely does. You can feel that pace in game, which is nice. So he can catch up to pretty quick players, which is great. It's just that first bit, that initial burst of pace that he just doesn't seem to have, which is a bit weird considering that the Shadow Chem style boosts his acceleration to 95, but there we go, that's FIFA. Anyway, moving on to his passing. For a defender, I think absolutely brilliant. He's one of them players who definitely is capable of distributing from deep, which is nice. So yeah, very happy. Short or long passing, this guy can distribute quite well. And he's a centre-back with a 4-star weak foot as well, which isn't a particularly common thing in FIFA 20. So he can distribute rather well off either foot as well, which is a bit of a bonus with this card. Now we come on to this guy's dribbling, which as a whole, I don't think is bad for a centre-back. It's not brilliant, definitely wouldn't go on runs with him, but it's good enough. He's got good ball control in game, and you can feel that. He's got a good first touch, and he also feels pretty relaxed with possession, which is nice for a defender. Once again, do not advise going on runs with him. Probably wouldn't use him as a DM, to be honest, but for a centre-back, I think his dribbling capabilities are to a very good standing. Now we come on to how is this guy defensively in game, and this is where he shines, like as you'd expect with him being a centre-back. He's brilliant. Like his stand tackling ability is great, like really good in one-on-one situations. I think he's awesome. His slide tackling is class 2, and also he makes plenty of intercepts, which is nice. So very happy with this guy's ability to defend in game, which is obviously something very pleasing to hear in a defender review. Physically, it's more of the same, to be honest. Really good strength in game, as you would expect from a player with 99 strength. Good aggression as well to fight for the ball, which is nice. And obviously, his 74 stamina really wasn't an issue in game because he's a centre-back and he isn't going on too many runs. So as a whole, very pleased with this card. Now we're going to talk about his heading a little bit, which I thought was good, but it was inconsistent. Like on some occasions, aerially, he was absolutely solid, especially offensive headers. But on other occasions, his offensive headers just weren't that great. Defensively, I think his heading's fantastic, but it's just attacking corners that he was a bit hit and miss from time to time. I think in game 2 or 3, I scored a goal with him from a corner, which was nice. But previously to that, he hadn't converted every single chance he had from a corner. But yeah, I don't expect him to score every time, but I'm just pointing out that. But for most part, like I say, I think this is a terrific centre-back item, and I'm going to repeat myself, but if you run with a Bundesliga / German themed side, I definitely do advise trying to get this card into your team, because he's very good, and I think the price is absolutely fair. So yeah, it's a big thumbs up from me. I'm very happy to have this card in my team, and I'm going to have to find a way to get him and David Luiz both on full chem for the rest of FIFA, because I think I'm going to run with these two as my centre-back pairing for the remainder of FIFA 20. So yeah, anyway guys, we're coming towards the end of the video now. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like rating on it. If you've tried this card yourself, let me know your experience in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.